this. Let's get into this right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, what a day. What a day already, huh? All right.
So the title of this video is Elon Musk just leaked our DMs. So Elon Musk literally leaked the DMs between himself and ASMONGOLD. He took the time out to speak to ASMONGOLD directly because he was chapped that Asmon agreed with another PoE player that there was no way in hell that he was playing PoE as much to be a level 97 player. So then Elon got upset and leaked their personal conversation, which is a no-no. It's an internet etiquette no-no. And I believe what he did was he took away ASMONGOLD's blue check mark. I believe this has all happened and transpired. In 24 hours, this has happened. This is real. Like, I can't even believe that this is real. This is the dude that got assigned to the Department of, what is it? Doge is the name of the government. This Elon, listen, what is going on here?
We got to step back. I think it was on Thanksgiving. Elon hit me up. He was like, what's up? And, you know, we talked for a bit, and he was talking about like what I would want to do to like maybe upload content onto X, right? Onto Twitter. I told him like basically this would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. I think that there was a communication breakdown here because I think that Elon thought that what I meant by editors is like the New York Times editors. So then that happens, and
first off, how does the person who buys Twitter and should know a little bit about how things go in terms of content creation, you think that he would, maybe he doesn't have enough time of the day to get into it. But like when you're saying editors, normally it's like video editors, normally like content, like I would love a video editor. Oh my God, like all the streaming that I do, I would love to have somebody come in and just cut up all the highlights for me and load them up to the channel. Like Asmon's probably got 2 or 3 editors. So the fact that Elon would think that they're like more like script, like editors dealing with what Asmon is saying is ridiculous. But I think that's how Elon took ASMONGOLD. Read what Elon put here on these tweets, man, or posts now on his own platform that he bought for $40 billion plus.
And we kind of like stopped talking, and it was like, all right, yeah, we'll see what happens. Because another person from X reached out to me, and I think I was going to join like their Discord, and I told them like I could help consult with like, you know, doing video stuff too. I told a couple of people, but like I'm not going to go out and be like, yeah, this guy messaged me. To be honest with you guys, I've talked to a lot of well-known influential people. You know, like I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just a guy, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? And so, like, yeah, who else? I'm not going to make a bunch of lists, right? I mean, I don't go and do that stuff. 4chan is right. You are a Jew. Well, we'll get to that.
What?
I do want to make one thing abundantly clear. You will not find that on my early life Wikipedia part, okay? I'm German. It's the opposite. So get that out of your fucking head.
I don't even know
but anyway, so this happened on Thanksgiving. And obviously, like, you know, I've been critical of some of the things that he's done, like with Twitter, etc. But overall, I've been pretty positive about it, and everything's been good, right? I didn't really talk to him at all about the H-1B visa thing, like the Sam Hyde video.
I don't even know
like,
what that's
I wasn't really sure
to.
how he'd. I wonder. I never asked him if he watched the Sam Hyde video. I should probably ask him that. But anyway, we'll get to that too. I apologize.
It sounds like they need, like, he's rambling on here, and you just need to get to the point. Like, this is what happens when you're on a DG stream. Like, if I had editors, I would actually instruct them to cut out all the fucking rambling and inside chatter that only the people on the stream know about. Like, it sounds to me like he should have his editors cut out all the inside shit that they're talking about every day on the stream. That could have been completely cut out. Let's get to the goddamn post and what's happening with Elon here. You know what I'm saying?
Apologize that I was gonna write everything out on Twitter and explain it all.
I don't even understand what the fuck that was.
I'm lazy, and so I just didn't. And
you
were just going to go live
to
and Al just explained it all. But I'm explaining this extemporaneously, right? So you've got to assume that there's going to be some inconsistencies. I'm going to be back and forth, etc. So anyway, so yeah, I had talked to him, and we had interacted positively before, and you know, this was good, not really a big deal. Everything's fine.
I can't believe that Elon's taking the time out to actually talk with Asmongold. That kind of blows my mind a little bit. Like, I mean, that's cool and all. I mean, like initially my thought is like, okay, like Elon is taking time out of his day to talk to Asmongold, not to be a dick or anything. I mean, Asmongold's a cool dude, but like, you would just not think that like Elon would take the time out of his day to talk to Asmongold about much. I mean, okay, games, all right, but Elon's chapped because people are accusing him of not being a PoE player or a sellout, essentially, having purchase somebody else to do all the work and then getting on the stream to show what an uber gamer he is on PoE at a level 97. And then pretty much I watched the video that I can't remember the dude's name, he's a blonde dude, and he's a PoE player, and he went through the video of Elon playing it, and he pretty much said like, there's no way in hell that Elon knows much about this game. And as I was watching it, some of the discrepancies in regards to like the items and the things that he had in his inventory would suggest that, in fact, the guy was right about Elon, that Elon was actually paying a dude. In my mind, my opinion is I kind of agree with the dude after watching this video that there's no way that Elon actually was an avid player of the game, which really rubs me the wrong way, that he's paying somebody else to play a game to look good for other people. That's just like, ooh, because then it makes me think like, well, what the fuck else is he doing with his businesses? I mean, essentially Elon does do that. Like, he buys all these businesses and then he just runs them. Now, like, he runs them efficiently. He's making money with all of his businesses. He's effective. He's a leader. But like, to go to this level, to get chapped by Asmongold, because Asmongold says you're not a gamer, dude, or not that he's saying you're not a gamer. He's just saying like, you are being false with us, telling us that you're a PoE expert or a PoE top-notch gamer. You're being false, essentially. And Asmongold, you know, saying, hey, yeah, just, you know, tell us the truth, dude. Like, it's kind of a big deal because then it shows you like the character of Elon. And that's probably why Elon's taking the time out to talk with Asmongold, because this doesn't look good for him. I mean, like, he's got a platform here where he's trying to make popular. He's trying to get like adoption of X and bring in streamers and the new suite that they've got with X where people can make content and then stream on X. And he wants to get the gaming population in, and then basically the gaming population watching his gaming videos saying, well, dude, you're not really a gamer at this. You know, I mean, like, you might be a gamer, but you're pretending to be this amazing PoE player when you're not. And it's not good. It's not a good look for Elon. It's not a good look for Elon. But then to tweet this, like, I'll read this for you guys if you can't read it. This post says, Asmon behaves like a maverick independent. Realize this is Elon Musk, the richest person in the world, okay? Owner of SpaceX, Tesla, The Boring Company, Neuralink, all these disruptive, amazing companies. Keep this in mind. He then tweets this to Asmongold. Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. What? Can you believe this? Can you believe that somebody... that Elon Musk would take the time out of his day to try and punk Asmongold? Like, what? I'm not living in reality right now. I feel like this is a simulation. This almost makes me feel like, yes, in fact, this is a simulation. This cannot be real life. The guy who's going to head the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, like, and then takes the time out of his day to be like, I am a good gamer. Asmongold's not his own man. Like, Asmongold is a pretty laid back, chill dude who doesn't like too much confrontation. I've seen him from time to time get emotional, but I think he's toned it back quite. The more popular he gets, the more careful he is with the things that he fucking says, even though the beginning of this was like really weird. I just think we're not getting the whole context of what the fuck was going on with the whole Jewish German thing that happened in the beginning of this. I don't even know what to say about that. Didn't sound good to me on the surface. There's probably something going on in their chat or something on the stream. But for the most part, Asmongold's a pretty laid back, chill dude who seems pretty based. Right? He doesn't like confrontation. He's pretty on point with some of his views. And for Elon Musk to come in because he's chapped, because his ass is chapped about gamers basically coming to the conclusion that Elon is not a professional PoE player and he's faking it and he's paying somebody to boost him. Elon is chapped for the image because he needs X to be successful. He needs the adoption of it. And when you have like gamers who make up a very large demographic of the people on these platforms say, you're a fraud, you're fake, questioning his ethics, questioning him as a man, right? Because that's what it does. Like, that's what this does for me, at least. Like, I'm like, this is just not smell good. This is normally I'm like an Elon fanboy, you know. I'm a self-admitted Elon fanboy because I'm just like, wow, Tesla's cool, fucking SpaceX is cool. I want to go to space, all this shit. So this is very difficult for me to come to this conclusion and say, wait a second, I'm seeing a side of Elon that I think all of you have been screaming for me to see. Like, you guys know this because you guys, when I start talking about Elon, you guys are like, oh, God, here DG goes again about fucking Elon. He's going to start talking him up. I can't, especially Hugh and especially Coob. This is Coob the most. Like, Coob in here is probably loving this shit right now. Coob, Hugh, a few of you others. Like, when I start talking about Elon, you guys are like, oh, my God, dude. Like, come on, man. This guy's kind of scummy. And I'm like, this really shows me like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, this kind of, this reeks here. Let's keep going. I just, this hit so hard yesterday when I got this news. I was like, I gotta share this with everybody.
Fine. And so anyway, you have admit the check mark removed because the disagreement is fucked. We'll get to that. And so anyway, you know, everything's been fine. Everything's been good. And then basically I react to the PoE video and
here comes a PoE video.
We have Elon and I have a disagreement in DMs. And a brief disagreement. And this, of course, was at, I don't know, like 2:30 in the morning, which is, you know, like, that's pretty much usual, right? We had disagreement about this. And then I was like, yeah, whatever.
So this is the video in question.
Dude, Elon! Here. Oh, Elon!
This is, here it is, right here. It's from a guy named Quin, who I believe is an avid PoE player. And Quin goes through this entire gameplay of Elon, and he picks out portions of the gameplay, and he says, yeah, Elon doesn't know how to play the game. And so Asmongold reacted to this Quin video and said, and it pretty much agreed with Quin and said, yeah, dude, like, Elon does not know how to play PoE. He obviously paid somebody to boost him.
And I went to bed, right, because I was tired. And I got up the next day, and that was yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. And so then he had unfollowed me. And who started the DM?
So this is the petty games that Elon's getting into, like on I feel like Elon just sits on the toilet and fucking posts on X all day. Now Elon takes the time out to unfollow Asmongold because he's mad. Like, some high school shit, man. This is some high school shit. The richest man in the world is getting involved in some high school shit.
DMs? He did, yeah. And so, yeah, he
right?
messaged me.
What the fuck?
And so, if you want to play WoW, you
what
wouldn't have Ashes of Valar. Yeah, basically. Show the DMs? Well, no, I wouldn't show the DMs. You know, like, I thought leaking DMs was, I thought this was
I'm going to go deep down the rabbit hole on this one real quick. And then I'm sorry I keep interrupting this, but here's my belief. I believe, well, we know that Elon has Asperger's and he's not good. People with Asperger's have different varieties of it. Like, you know, on like some people with Asperger's have it pretty heavy. Some people have it pretty light. And I think with Elon's case, he has it light, but while he's a genius in subjects, like he's really bad socially. I think he's very socially awkward, and because of the position he's in as being the richest man in the world and taking the time to put himself in these situations that demand him to be social because of his position in the world, perhaps he's still very bad at it. Perhaps he's still bad socially, you know, and so he always has to appear like he's on top. Maybe as a kid he got bullied. I don't know, but like maybe this is an insecurity thing that like directly ties in with the Asperger's. It could be, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, like this could be going on as well.
This was bad. This was bad etiquette, right? This is bad internet etiquette for me to do. He did. And also, like, you have to understand that it could also be against the terms of service. And one of us, the two of us, one of us owns the website and the other one doesn't, right? So I'm not going to leak the DMs, okay? But basically, I said to him...
I mean, that's totally what this feels like. Purely virtual, aka Jiro, one of my oldest best friends here, says free speech is you agree with them. And that's what it feels like. You know, like this is what it feels like, you know, because he unfollows him, and then and Asmon's going to say this, but he takes away his blue check mark. Like, this is some crazy shit. And then takes away Asmon's gamer tag. What? What? What?
One of the things I said to him is, I said, level 97, you know, don't you think you're flying a little bit too close to the sun? You know, or something like that, LOL. And, you know, it was, you know, a conversation like that.
That's good.
And that's basically what it was. And what a crazy day. And so, which, I mean, I think that's true. And anyway, so this all happened. And I woke up. And I had like 3 of my like real life friends texting me. They were like, bro, like, so what the fuck is like, what's going on? Like, did you really take your check mark away? And so, I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I didn't have I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing. When I woke up, I had neither. Then I had the check mark. Then I had the check mark and the gaming thing. And now I only have the check mark. So just so we are all clear on what happened. So
see, isn't that nuts?
Go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither. Later, check mark.
What?
But no gaming tag. After that, check mark and gaming tag.
That's the inside of Elon's head. See, that's what, like, this is, you know, when he was in an interview with Joe Rogan, he was like, oh, you do not want to be my head inside my head. It just never stops. This is what's happening with Elon. He's going through the fucking mental processes on taking his check mark away, taking them both away, putting them back, doing like, what is the thing that I need to do? He's processing it all. And so like, This is Elon's fucking like process here. It's insane, man. Like the fact that Elon took time out of his day between SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, Boring Company, all these things, and he's like, okay, what I've got to do is I have to take away the check mark and the gaming tag. Okay, I'm going to give him back. No, I'm going to give like. Oh my God, man. Like, oh my God.
Now, check mark, no gaming tag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is what's happened. I'm not mad about this. I'm not angry. You know, to me, I think that he will get over it, and he will see where I'm coming from. I think that in any sort of a group, if you don't call out bad actions by people, they multiply. And there's no need, and nobody he'll see my point of view, right? He will. He'll see my point of view. And this is the way I see it, man. You can't go and you can't do this in front of everybody and expect for people to say that the emperor's got new clothes.
Absolutely.
You can't do it because it makes everybody complicit in a known lie. And you bought Twitter because the world was compelled into being complicit with so many known lies. And so if I'm calling this out, don't view it as a virus or like anything negative. This is the inoculation. I'm saying this so we don't have the same type of fucking weird biases, double standards, and
No, he's not defending Elon. He's calling out what the people on Twitter were doing before he bought X is what he's saying. He's saying everything that was exposed on Twitter and all the bullshit that was happening under the scenes, and his motivations for buying Twitter was free speech, and going in there and kind of opening it up for everybody to see what the fuck what Twitter was doing, which was a propaganda machine is all it really was. And exposing those lies. He's saying, don't be a hypocrite, Elon. He's like, you're basically doing exactly what it is that you yourself purportedly we're going to free up. Like you're being the person that you're being the person that you condemned and got rid of is essentially what he's saying.
Bullshit that he and I have complained about for years.
His actions.
For fucking years. And so the thing is, and I'm not saying like you're not the worst person, it's not the terrible guy or anything like that. But come on, man, you get 97's too high. And if you want to have somebody play your account.
Yeah, he's talking about level 97. He's talking about, obviously, Elon paid somebody to level him up on PoE to 97.
That's fine. But you can't go and act like you played it yourself. Like, it's not a big deal. So he's mad at you for...
Maddie wants Asmon to be mad at Elon, but he's not. He's very non-confrontational. Like I said earlier, like Asmon's not mad at Elon. He's just like, hey, man. Like, that's why I love Asmon. He takes the high road, and he doesn't spill out the vitriol or the toxicity. Like, he's not going to stoop to Elon's level. I mean, to Elon's level, you know, Elon literally said that Asmon is not his own man out of a contextual misunderstanding. When Asmon said, I'm going to talk with my editors, he meant his video editors, not script editors. You know, he's talking about his video editors.
Defending pirate? No, this, well, actually, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is why. I have no idea. And so anyway, that's what it was. And so anyway, this is what happened. No gaming tag because I'm bad. So, okay, the reason why I don't have the gaming tag is because I'm bad at video games. That makes sense. Well, anyway, so
Asmon never said he was a good gamer. In fact, I've seen Asmon say he was a shit gamer. I'm good at some games. I suck at others. I let people know what I'm good at and what I suck at. Asmon has self-professed many times that he's bad at gaming.
Messaged me, and not messaged me. Elon tweeted about this earlier, and now the community. This is so funny. This community note tag has gone back and forth. Listen, guys, I don't need anybody defending my game.
As a Tesla shareholder, I'm a little nervous, Jiro. Jiro says, I wonder what Tesla shareholders think about him being level 97. Yeah, dude, like I'm really kind of like, this really casts a whole new light on Elon for me, you know. And I know that there's many happy in here that are watching this now because they've heard me talk about Elon before. And now this is really casting a new light on Elon, a side that I think you guys have all been aware of and been screaming at me to see, you know. And I do now. I really do. And it's like, it's really weird.
Abilities. So
it's really weird that he took the time out to do this.
What happened today? Okay. So that now
I mean, we're all human. You know, we are all human. We all make mistakes. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I can't even. This has hit a weird level.
Have what's happened today. And Elon can also treat this as my formal application to the Trump administration's video game czar position that they can create for me. I think that if anything, this shows my my lack of bias and my ruthless pursuit of the truth. And so that's okay. Anyway, Maverick Independent. Yes, Asmon behaves like a Maverick Independent, but in reality, has to ask.
Limitless says, you laugh, but you watch, bro. I swear to God, if there is a fucking gaming czar, it's game over. I'm going to move. I'm moving. Like, what?
His boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And so anyway, what he's referring to is he's referring to a conversation we had. And I said, I'm going to see if my editors want to make a second account for it even. This was in response to uploading content onto Twitter, right? And so and he says, sure, who are these mysterious editors? And then these, I mean, you know,
it's
leaked.
crazy. Yeah.
These are my two editors. They basically run the entire YouTube account. Absolutely true. And so basically,
which is normal. I mean, that happens when you get to the level that Asmon is with millions and millions. I can barely handle it with 20,000 subscribers. I can barely handle what I'm doing with 20,000 subscribers. It's nuts. I can't even imagine. What is Asmon at? He's got millions of subscribers now. I don't know what the total amount of subscribers Asmon has, but you absolutely would need help at that point.
any content I upload is edited or uploaded by them, and they get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. He says, of course, interesting. And so I think that he interpreted me saying that I had editors as like a formal publication saying that I have editors.
Happy you're all here today.
Now, I'll tell you that I do deliberate with, you know,
it's
not
like
only
fun
editors,
stream.
but mods and friends of mine. And we talk about like content, like obviously like, hey, yeah, like for example, my editors were the ones who suggested that I played the 5 Hearts Under One Roof game, the Korean dating simulator game. They said, hey, this would probably be a good game. And so I said, okay, I'll try it out. But this is a collaborative relationship, right? I don't view myself, I don't like telling people what to do. I don't like having other people tell me what to do. I don't view anybody as working for me. Obviously, you know, there of course is going to be like some degree of hierarchy, but the reality is that these are people who have worked with me for years. And so collaborative, but I mean, you obviously have 100% veto power or the ability to do what you want, right? Well, yeah, of course.
Of course he does. What kind of questions does he get? Like, Jesus. Now they're all thinking that Asmon's completely powerless, you know. They're actually going with the Elon narrative and thinking that Asmon's actually not his own man, you know. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, it's Asmon. Couldn't be Asmongold without Asmon.
Of course I can upload what I want, but yeah, I mean, it's the same as anything. So in my opinion, I think that if you don't let people that you deal with, like I have the same thing, like my mods, like we have a mod channel, and some of my mods talk shit about what I'm doing or my content all the time. All the time. Like, this is fucking, how the fuck are you still talking about this? Bro, stop it, right? And that's not, we're honest, yes. And I told them I wanted that, like, that's good. I don't give a fuck. It's not a big deal to me at all. And so anyway, we got banned. Yeah, right? And so, well, that because you're not the mod. And, you know, I'm not, like, I don't really, like, I trust them. I don't trust randoms.
2 minutes, Limitless.
And so, yeah, I'm your #1 hater. Yeah, Void is very critical of the way that I was handling the subreddit, and we had conversations about that. But, like, a lot of my mods, we've had a lot of conversations about this. And I think that that's a good thing, personally. And this is how I've always done stuff. And the reason why I do things this way is that it's because of, like, the years that I spent doing, like, a video game, like, guild stuff. When you have people that are in your guild that they don't have a paycheck that they're relying on, that they have to listen to you for, they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is just play a video game. You have to convince people to let you lead them. And I think that if you grow up spending your entire life convincing people to allow,
I don't agree with that. I think that leadership just happens naturally. It's like, you know, you can try to practice to become the best leader that you can and still be a shit leader. You cannot want leadership at all and still be a leader. You can just have charisma and be a leader. But you will only be a good leader if you take the time out of your day to consider other people's perspectives and are open-minded and make clear decisions on why you've done what you've done. And then people will gravitate to you based upon your decisions, and people will like you or hate you based upon those decisions. And that is leadership. So the people that follow you or the people that are with you, it happens naturally. It happens organically. And you can't force people to follow you. They will just be there for you based upon who they think you are, like what your personality to them is, their perspective of you. And the best you can do is just try to be the best person you can be and make the most effective fucking decisions that you can for the collective. And that, I don't know where he's going with this, but
allow you to lead them and at least help them. You create a better,
you should never convince anybody to follow you. Like, the second, like what he said there rings really bad to me, because like, I would never take the time out of my day to be like, here's why you have to follow me. Like, I'm going to convince you to follow me. I'm going to convince you that I'm your leader. I would never in a million years fucking do that. Ever. Maybe I'm taking Asmon out of context here. Maybe I'm taking him out of context here, but that's kind of how I feel like he's coming across to me.
I don't like to tell, as I said, I don't like to tell people what to do. You create a better relationship with employees, with people that you're working with, people in your guild, etc. And so, like, that's just the way that I look at it, right? It's a better dynamic. Yes, it's a much healthier dynamic. And so it's a management style. Yes, and that's the way that I do things. And anyway, so that's basically the way that I see it. I'm sorry, but this is pathetic. Why tweet this high school drama shit?
I mean, it is high school drama. This is absolutely all high school drama, but it is absolutely fascinating. No? I mean, really take some time to think about this, that, this puts Elon's character into question. He is the richest person in the dude doing crazy disruptive things in the world. We're talking full self-driving, automated vehicles, chips in your fucking brain with Neuralink, a net of satellite fucking... a net of satellites above us rotating geosynchronously above the fucking earth right now. I mean, really, at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to think maybe Elon's an alien and the aliens are fucking taking over. Like maybe there might be, like, every day that probability gets a little bit higher. Like, it starts about 1% and then like it starts to raise. And then what I think about is, remember that old 1980s, maybe some of you guys are too young to remember this, but there was an old 1980s series called V. And it was a bunch of aliens that came in that looked like fucking humans, but underneath, they were all like fucking snake lizard people, man. It was a really captivating show in the 80s. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, man. And then they would eat like these eggs and shit, and that would go down their throat. Maybe I'll get some footage of that. But like the more I hear about shit like this, and the more I start to think, like, could it be that perhaps the aliens have disguised themselves and Elon is the leader, the ringleader of the aliens? He's like, watch this shit. I'm going to make sure that we're enslaving the entire fucking, all these monkeys on this planet. And he's coming down here. He's like, oh, I'm going to create these satellites, which is going to give you free internet. And then all these fucking satellites geosynchronously around the world are fucking, hooking into chips in our brains. Like I know that's absurd. It's probably absurd. But like, I do wander there from time to time and bring out the tinfoil hat, because I'm like, this is too outrageous. This is outrageous.
If you think this is problematic,
are we in a spacesuit, Lost Soul?
4 more days.
Good. Zav remembers the series. He says great series. V scared the shit out of me too.
If you think this is crazy, I'm telling you guys, like, y'all got no idea. But pretty much that's the way that we've been doing things. And we've been doing this for many years. Like I'm talking about like 5 years. And before then, they were just pretty much running the channels themselves. We had a consolidation maybe in like, I think it was 2019, 2020 for a number of reasons. And then now everything's pretty much all on one channel. And so, yeah, that's basically it. And that's the way the content is. That's how, like, for example, this video right here, Trump just ended the war in Israel.
Okay, did you guys see this shit? Look at this is like, so Hamas decides, hey, yeah, we're gonna have a ceasefire. After last week, Trump's like, you get your shit together, or there's gonna be hell to pay. I'm gonna rain down hellfire. Then Hamas gets their shit together, and there's a ceasefire, man. I'm sure there was a lot of work done behind the scenes, though, that Trump is taking credit for. There had to be a long negotiation that happened, you know? But yeah, it's just like, boom, fixed. Okay. All right.
And so anyway, this has 1.5 million views.
Happened,
well, it was uploaded 22 hours ago, which means that it was uploaded at about 2 p.m.
I think the majority
yesterday.
of the work. Well, it reminds me of from Carter to Reagan. Remember that, Jiru? For those of us old enough or history buffs.
Well, I was live at 2 p.m. yesterday. So how could this
yet.
video have been uploaded if I had just reacted
I've seen
to
reports
it? Well, it's because I have my editors doing it as well. And so that's the way that I have it. And then I also have another editor that's doing my YouTube shorts as well. And then I had another guy that was doing TikTok, and then I like there was like an issue, like I got a new job, and then like now somebody else is doing it, and like I don't have any communication with the people that run like my TikTok stuff right now. They just do whatever they want. And so yeah, anyway, so this is just how it is. Secret army. Yes, clearly the editor I have for my shorts, I don't think this is a problem for me to say. It's the same.
We're coming up to Canada, buddy, and then we're going over to Greenway, man, or Greenland. We're going to Greenway. We're going over to Canada, then we're going to Greenland, and then we're going down to Panama. Yeah, we're going to liberate everybody.
Same editor. I got the editor from Imaru because I thought that he did a really good job, you know, building up Imaru's presence on social media with shorts. And
on the real, though, if Greenland did become part of the United States, holy shit, that's so many resources. I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking about a Command and Conquer style gameplay right now, you know. Getting all the resources together, collecting with the harvesters type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if Greenland did become part of the United States, holy shit. It'd be like 2 or 3 Alaskas, man. Yeah, right, exactly. Zap says Alaska 2.0. In fact, didn't the prime minister over Greenland say he's not opposed to the idea, and I think he wants it to happen. Be kind of crazy if that actually happened, man.
And so I thought, okay, well, I mean, let's see if he can do that with me. It took a while for, you know, it to catch on, but I really think he's been doing a great job. I can go ahead and just pull it up real quick.
He did it? Social. I read reports that he was down for
Social
the idea
Blade, and then. So like right now, like we're at 23 million views. And so like this is going very, very well. Obviously, like graphs are going up, and we had a
all right, I'm done with this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Does he talk anymore about Elon here?
Hold on fair when you talk about a topic and try to stay away from getting anything personal. I do. I really try to be. I really try to be fair.
And here's another post up top I didn't read. It says, I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube, Twitch, playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, but while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Insane, man. What reality am I in right now?
And I think that in some cases people might think that my
the funny thing is Asmon would completely agree with that, right? Matt Saw says Asmon is not good at games. Facts. Yeah.
Fairness is
but it is. Yeah, Jiro's like nana. Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck is he getting involved in, man? It's crazy.
They might think that I have the wrong viewpoint, but I think that, for example, with like my takes on I think TikTok is very split. There's a lot of people in the audience who are not fans of my viewpoint on TikTok. And then you have other people who, like, I think best example is Pirate Software thing. A lot of people didn't like that I initially defended, like, what Pirate Software did. like, and like how he played in Dire Mall. And people were really angry about that. But I came to that conclusion myself, and I just decided that because I thought that was what it looked like to me, right? Now, it doesn't really matter to me whether other people agree with it or not. The reality is that if I think that it makes sense, well, then I'm going to imagine that's what happened. And also, like, another point with Quin, you call him out with a PoE thing, then you call him out for wanting to stream on X, aka you guys are connected, so he felt betrayed. Yeah, no, I definitely, I could see that, and I don't really think that's the case at all. I mean, I don't look at it that way, but, you know, sure. You were wrong initially, though. Do you have bias, though? I try to not cover topics that involve people that I'm close friends with, because I think that that bias will leak into the coverage, and I don't want to...
Thank you for the update, man.
I don't want to misinform people, right? It's the same as like a judge recuses themselves of a case. And so that's the way I see it. Did you feel any pressure to not cover it from Elon? No, I mean, obviously, like, when I saw the video, I was thinking to myself, yeah, there's a chance he'll probably maybe see it and get mad.
I think it's actually detestable that he actually put the DMs between the two out there on a post, though. I mean, that is really bad etiquette, period. Could you imagine, like, if I just posted our conversations out to everybody in our community? Like, I would never fucking do that. Ever. I have never done that. Like, personal conversations between people need to stay personal. Like, is there anybody out there that would do that in my community? Get the fuck out. That's happened in the past. And they've gotten the fuck out. Like, would you ever do that to somebody? Would you ever take DMs from a person and just like post it out to everybody, man? That's fucking insane. It's insane. Just doesn't seem right.
I mean, of course that crossed my mind. No, I still did it. But like, of course I would think that. Yeah.
Daph found us a ASMONGOLD short where they were talking about Elon here. Hold on.
I don't even understand it. Elon,
hold on. This is 21 hours old. What the F, Elon Musk?
Followed Asmon? Was he not happy about the, probably not happy about the PoE video?
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And so anyway, what he's referring to is he's referring to a conversation we had. I said, I'm going to see if my editors want to make a second account for it even. This was in response to uploading content onto Twitter. And he says, sure, who are these mysterious editors? And then these, I mean, you know, leaked. He says, of course, interesting. Crip got in trouble. I got in trouble. Quin didn't get in trouble. Quin made the fucking video. That's not fucking fair. Now, what happens after this, I'm not really sure. Am I a security threat to the United States? Maybe. Why do you unfollow you? I would assume that since I am not following him either right now, I would assume that he soft blocked me, which means that he probably blocked me and then unblocked me, which made it to where I don't follow him, and he also doesn't follow me. I will have to tell you that the last time that happened to me was with an angry ex-girlfriend. Elon...
It just happened to me. Christy unfriended me on Facebook, by the way. We got into it on a phone call the other night. She fucking unfriended me. She blocked me for like 5 or 6 hours. And then she like texted me like, and I talked with her. It is so, I will talk about that later. This is like,
thinks that my editors tell me what to do, and he was using it as a way to like make it seem like that's not what I really think, because I'm being told by my editors to do stuff. Like that was his, like they're my boss or they're like my overlords or something, right? And that's really what it is.
I was afraid this was going to happen eventually, Donald. We have been discovered. Deploy protocol Mollusk B.
She sucked Mollusk's crooked dick, and he gave her some shitty lawyers. Let's see if Mollusk has a pair. I'll show him things he's never seen before, like the other side of his dick when I slice it off. read that right?
You did.
You did. Fucking Depp, man. Fucking Depp. You did. In fact, you did. You did read that right. That was great, Daft. Thank you, dude. That was fucking
Yeah, I mean,
on point.
it's common sense that you would come to that conclusion, right? Of course. But anyway, it's still like what I would do. And yeah, you went way too easy on him. Really? I mean, how hard did you expect me to go? Like, I don't think it's that big of a thing. I mean, I feel like, I don't know.
This is what this is what Maddie's point is. Maddie's like, dude, you're going way too easy. This is totally exactly what Maddie's saying.
I feel like I was very fair. And again, like, you really did? Yeah, sure, right? Would you still consider uploading to X after this? Oh, we got to talk about the ads. We got to talk about the ads and like the revenue. We got to figure that out. Yeah, we got to figure that out now. And yeah, cuz like, yeah, I don't know. But no, I don't have any as I said, I don't take any of this stuff seriously at all. And yeah, you gave up way too easily. He was truly fucked up for this. Fucked up for what? Oh, for the wait, for what? This? I'm so confused. I think your video is pretty mild. Yeah, I tried to do that. It's crazy to me. He accuses you to be under some boot while you covered him negatively, basically on the most powerful people on Earth. Well, sure. Well, anyway, this is my life, okay? So
He says, see my
initially, I'm
feedback.
an Elon Musk dick rider, and I'll defend him no matter what. And then I'm ignoring the Quin video. Then I watch the Quin video.
Yeah, I'm getting this message
and
from
now
that.
Elon Musk is mad at me. I'm like getting my verification taken away on Twitter.
Over and over again.
And it's like, it just doesn't matter.
Hugh must just come into the conversation in the middle of it because Hugh sent something and it said, what the fuck did I just hear? And my automata is literally like putting it up every fucking 5 seconds. I just keep seeing Hugh on my, I've reloaded my own chat like 15 times. My automata, I've allowed it. I've allowed that comment like 15 times and my automata just keeps posting the goddamn thing in my chat.
For what I do. People are going to have something to say about it. You know what I mean?
Both accepting it.
That's just it.
Because we're also like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, whole checkmark thing is authoritarian, in my opinion. The exact thing both.
Yeah, the whole thing just reeks to me, and I can't just keep on this, but it really does bring to light a side of Elon that I didn't really think was there till now, that everybody in this community has been screaming to me about. Not everybody, but like Coob and Hugh and some of the others here, Maddie, and just like, hey, man, like every time you're talking about Elon, you're like the biggest fucking fanboy. And I don't ever try to sound that way. I don't ever try to be that way. I just think the things that he has done are fucking amazing. And then people say, well, he hasn't done those things. And I say, okay, well, it wouldn't have happened without him. I mean, he bought them, he led them, he put the teams together, and that takes a special type of experience. But you know, I kind of just, what I ended up doing is I just put that to this thing that I didn't really believe was there. I kind of just pushed that to the side and said, well, look at all these crazy accomplishments and look at everything that's happened under Elon Musk, and kind of put this to the side. I still think that what we're seeing here is petty. I still think it's also part of Elon Musk's Asperger's, but I don't want to blame it just all on that. I don't want to use the Asperger's as a smokescreen, but as somebody who has experience with people with Asperger's, this is something that is pretty frequent. That happens. They're not good socially at all. And it can be devastating for those with Asperger's because it's hard for them to figure out a way to fit in or to communicate with others. And a lot of them feel like they don't have a way to be confident. Now with Elon, he's a special case where, you know, obviously he couldn't have got to the position that he has without being able to try and combat that. But then we see it kind of, you know, then we see it like in this. And I think this is just something that is like, wow. Like to me, like this is total high school. This is crazy that he takes this amount of time to talk about this. A really bad look for Elon to actually pay somebody to boost him on a video game. And then after the critique, which by Quin seemed very legitimate, I did believe Quin when Quin told me through his video, like, hey, there's no way he knows this much about PoE. There's no way he did all this work to level himself up to 97. After watching that video, I believed Quin. I really did. It was a very convincing video. And then it really made me think like, oh shit, you know, Elon just paid somebody to look like this professional, amazing gamer, completely got boosted, went in, streamed it live like he was amazing. And then you would think, of course, people are going to find out. Of course, gamers are going to find out. Why wouldn't Elon take the time to put that into the equation? Why wouldn't Elon take the time to realize that gamers are going to fucking find your shit out? Gamers are the best detectives of all fucking time. A lot of people go, oh, gamers are just lazy. They just sit and play games all day. But like, we are sleuths. We are fucking Sherlock's homing the shit out of everybody when it comes to the gameplay. We have the time and we will fucking investigate and we will find out the truth. Gamers, man, they're the litmus test for the world. Gamers are the litmus test for the motherfucking world. They will figure it out. They got the best fucking memes. They know what's going on. They got the fucking pulse of the community. They know what's going on the fucking internet. And for Elon not to figure that into the equation seems very, very un-Elon-like. Very strange. Very, very strange. All of this is crazy. All of it.